The question below has problems. Identify them and correct them. And I'm going to say at the outset, there's a good chance that I won't identify everything or even correct it adequately. The question says, how many minutes of homework did you do last night? And then there's some boxes to collect the information. Now I'm just going to say that boxes like this are often a good idea rather than just giving somebody a line that they can answer on. We'll come back to the boxes shortly. The question is, how many minutes of homework did you do last night? Now, that's perfectly okay if you're actually interested in how many minutes of homework somebody did last night. However, it might be that you really want to know how many minutes of homework do you do on average. Because you may have in your class a very hard-working student who does a lot of work outside of school, but last night they just happened to have a piano recital or something and they didn't have time to do any homework. So, as I say, if you actually want to know about the number of minutes last night, then the question is fine. But it's more likely, in my view, that you actually want to know this, how much they do generally. Now, boxes, as I said, are a good idea, but we don't have a box here for anybody who did no homework. And then we'd probably want a box from 1 to 10. Well, then we've got the question here. Somebody does exactly 10. Do they tick this box or do they tick this box? So really, we don't want an overlap. There's a problem that if we say this one's 9, then somebody's going to say to you they did 9.5. Now, there's various ways that we can get around that. We could do something complicated like use an inequality. So say t is greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10, and then the next box is that t is greater than or equal to 10 and less than 20, so that exactly 10 goes into one of the boxes. I think that's probably going a bit far, especially for a Year 8 survey. And so what we might do is add to the question, rounded to the nearest minute. It's unlikely that anybody's actually timed their homework anyway. And the other thing that I would want here is a greater than 40 box.